pushing to register illegals around the country. Yeah. All you have to do is fill out a 1/2-page form and check a box that says, I'm a U.S. citizen. Here's the great outrage. Under current federal law, states are prohibited from requiring proof of citizenship. This is a serious threat to us. Because let's just say 1 in 100 of the illegals want to sign up and do that, want to lie and say, yeah, I'll participate. You could throw a congressional race. You could potentially throw a presidential election.
That was House Speaker Mike Johnson touting the threats to America's elections that the SAVE Act would have addressed just 2 weeks ago, right here on America Right Now. The landmark bill, authored by House Republicans, passed the House. All but 5 Democrats voted against it. And now, Democrat opposition is sidelining it in the Senate under Chuck Schumer's leadership. For more on this, we're going to bring in Indiana Republican Congresswoman and co-author of the SAVE Act, Erin Houchin. Congresswoman, thank you so much for being with us. Democrats are saying this is a threat to democracy, this bill. Talk to us first about the bill and why it needs to be passed, why this has become such a focus for you, for Speaker Johnson, and for other members of your conference.
Well, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here in studio. And the SAVE Act is a very important piece of legislation. It says that you have to have proof of citizenship in order to vote. We know that we have illegal immigrants who are voting in some instances, as we just heard Speaker Johnson say, even if it's not widespread. Any of those illegal votes do take away from the integrity of our elections. When I was in the state legislature in Indiana, we had voter ID laws. The Democrats always said that it would deter people from voting, and it was somehow racist or against others that may have not the ability to go get an ID. What we saw, especially in Georgia when they did voter ID, is that the actual turnout went up.
Right.
And it's not a deterrent.
People feel more secure in the election.
Yes, they feel more secure in their ability to go cast their vote and that it will be counted and it won't be diluted. This is something I was proud to champion in the House of Representatives. I can't believe 198 Democrats voted against it. It's actually unbelievable. I will be surprised if any of those, how many of those do get reelected that voted against this very important bill.
Congresswoman, when you talk to your colleagues, because this is, instead of motor voter, which is if anybody, if you want to get if you want to register to vote, you check the box. And if you're getting a driver's license or if you're applying for welfare benefits, and it's just a matter of offering citizenship before you can actually get that application. So it is a reform of an existing piece of legislation. When you talk to your Democrat colleagues, what objection do they have to this simple fix?
Oh, they say it's going to be a problem for every American that has been married and had to change their name, and now they've got to go through a lot of hoops to prove that they're a citizen before they could register to vote. It's just ridiculous to hear the roadblocks that they put up, but it's the only thing they can say, because if they say the truth is that under Joe Biden, very first executive order that he signed was to open the southern border and let 10 million people in here. The second one was to allow for illegals to count in the census. And the third leg of the donkey is to let them vote. They want to have these votes. So it's the only way they think they can win elections, because they're losing the American people by the day on their policies.
Let's talk about the campaign for a moment. The RNC, the Republican National Convention, starts on Monday in Milwaukee. What's the message that Republicans need to drive coming out of that convention, particularly to women voters this year?
Well, I think I'm certainly excited. I'll be a delegate to the convention, so I'm excited to go to Milwaukee next week. I think you'll see that we are unified as a party. We stand behind President Donald Trump and the platform that he has just released, which I fully support. What I think that the American people want to see and that they will see is that we provide strong leadership. The Democrats right now are in free fall, and it's going to continue that way. Meanwhile, Republicans have solutions that the American people want on the border, on the economy, on crime. Those are the three issues that I hear about most when I'm back home in Indiana. That's the issues that my colleagues share with me that they're hearing about. Republicans have the solutions for that. President Donald Trump's leadership will strengthen the United States, not only here domestically, but also around the world. And I think he'll be elected president.
How do you break through on the issue of abortion? Because the Democrats are going to try to peel off women voters to scaring them about that issue. Is there an issue that you think Republicans really need to focus on to try to ensure that they don't have a big gender gap this year?
Well, I think one of the things that I hear most about, of course, I'm a mom of 3, and protecting women and girls in their locker rooms and in their sports has been something that has resonated. And everything that happened after COVID and all the things that we knew in schools that kids were learning, we suddenly became aware of this. Suburban and urban and suburban moms do care about what their kids are learning in school, and they are not happy with what's happened over the last several years with CRT and DEI. So, critical race theory and diversity, equity, and inclusion. So those are the issues that I think will hit home, as well as public safety. We've seen, children victims of crime by illegal immigrants in rapidly growing numbers. And so those issues, I think, will push these urban and suburban moms over to Donald Trump and the Republican Party this fall.
All right. We're going to have to leave it there. Congresswoman Erin Houchin, thank you so much. And enjoy the convention.
Thank you.
All right.